So I am going to teach you at the 8th standard portions, that is mathematics. In that, this is based on the Exceed publications. Let us start with the chapter 1, that is lesson 1, squares and cubes of numbers. So what do you mean by square? Okay, let me start. Let me explain to you. When a number is multiplied by itself, you get the answer that is called as a square of the number. What does you mean by multiplication, guys? I think you people have learned in elementary class. So, when a number, let me take a number as 2. When this number is multiplied by itself means the same number, the answer what we get, that is 4, is the square of the number. So this is like this. So let me take one more example. When a number is multiplied by itself is called the square of the number. Let me take here, this can be written as 2 square and this can be written as 3 square, where 2, here 2 is the base and this 2 is the power. Understood, guys? Same here. 3 square means 3 is the base and 2 is the power. So 9 is called the square of the number. I think you people understood this very well. So I repeat again. When a number is multiplied by itself, you will get one answer that is called as the square of the number. This can be written as like this, where 2 is the base and 2 is the power. Same here, 3 into 3, which is equal to 9. That is equal to 3 square. 3 is the base and 2 is the power. So after that, you have to keep this in mind. When a negative, when a number is multiplied by itself is a number, square of a number. Similarly, when a negative number is multiplied by itself, the product is positive, always positive. For example, minus 4 into minus 4 is equal to 16. Similarly, minus 3 into minus 3 is equal to 9. So you people might ask me, what are negative numbers? Plus 1 and plus 2 are positive numbers. Minus 1 and minus 2 are the sign. This sign which is negative are called as, which we put negative sign over there are called as negative numbers. If we put positive sign over there are called as positive numbers. So I repeat again. When a negative number is multiplied by itself, the product is always positive. This is a note, you should keep it in mind. Very important. Okay. So, the square of the negative number is always positive. This is also called perfect square. So the square of a negative number is always positive. So this is also called perfect square. So these two are negative numbers. We get 16 as the answer. It is plus 16. This is a perfect square. Okay. What is a perfect square then? You need to know the definition of perfect square, isn't it, guys? A perfect square is a number that can be expressed as a product of two integers. I repeat again. A perfect square is a number that can be expressed as a product of two integers. Okay. So, minus 2 into minus 2 is equal to 4 is a perfect square. Similarly, 2 into 2 is equal to 4 is also a perfect square. As I told you in this definition, is a number that can be expressed as a product of two integers. So you might ask me a question. What is an integer then? It is nothing but both positive and negative numbers are called as integers, including 0. Understood, guys? I repeat again. Both positive and negative numbers are called integers, including 0. So, I repeat again. A perfect square is a number that can be expressed as a product of two integers, minus and plus. So, integer means both positive and negative numbers are called integers, including 0. Let us learn few more examples on perfect square. 3 minus 3 into minus 3 is equal to 9. 4 into 4 is equal to 16. Okay, I was explaining to you about integers, right? Look here, guys. This is called as number line. Both positive and negative numbers, including 0, are called as integers. Okay. You may ask me one question. Why 12 or 30 is not a perfect square? So, you should tell me the answer, isn't it? What is a perfect square then? A number which is multiplied by itself is a perfect square. Is this a perfect square? Is this number is multiplied by itself? No. This is a different number and this is a different number, isn't it? So, this is not a perfect square. Similarly, 5 and 6 both are different numbers. So, it also cannot be a perfect square. Here, see, I repeat again, a perfect square is a number which is multiplied by itself is called as a perfect square. Few more examples on perfect squares. Number, square of a number. 1 square. 1 into 1 is equal to 1. 2 square. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. 3 square. 3 into 3 is equal to 9. 4 square. 4 into 4 is equal to 16. 5 square. 5 into 5 is equal to 25. 6 square. 6 into 6 is equal to 36. 7 square. 7 into 7 is equal to 49. 8 square. 8 into 8 is equal to 64 and goes on. One more thing, guys. You should know the multiplication tables very well. Please by heart that. Okay, guys. Let us study about the cube of a number. So, all these previous classes we have studied about the square of the number. I repeat this again. We know that 2 into 2 is equal to 2 square, which is equals to 4. 4 is the square of a number, isn't it? So, if we multiply 2 3 times, what we get? 2 into 2 into 2. Multiplying 2 times gives the square of the number. Similarly, multiplying 2 3 times 1, 2, 3, which is equals to 2 cube. Here, which is equal to 8. 8 is called the cube of the number. I think you people have understood. 2 is the base, 3 is the power, and 8 is the cube of the number. So, what is the cube of a number? Is nothing but multiplying a number 3 times we get a cube of a number. Okay, cube of a number. The cube of a number is a result of multiplying the same number 3 times. That is 2 into 2 into 2 which is equal to 2 cube, that is equal to 8. Let us take few more examples on that number. Cube of the number in exponential form. 2 cube is 8. It is equal to like this. This is the exponential form. This is the exponential form. Understood, guys? So 3 cube is 27. 3 cube 27. 4 64. 4 cube 64. To understand this concept more clearly, so here are few points. Note 1. I am giving you this under note 1. The square of the number can be visualized as the area of the square. What is the area of the square? A is equal to A into A, which is equal to A square. This is a square. A, I am naming it as A and A because in the square all the sides are equal. You have to keep that in mind. Understood? In the square all the sides are equal. So we are naming it as A and A, and this is length and this is breadth. So area of the square is equal to length into breadth, which is equal to, we can name it as A and A, which is equal to A square. This comes as a square of a number. Similarly, to understand the concept of the cube of a number, you can take the example of a solid cube here. This is a solid cube. So the cube of a number can be visualized. What is the meaning of visualization? Forming the picture in the mind, guys. So can be visualized as a volume of the cube. Understood? So volume of the cube, it includes layer also. All the sides are equal and hence volume consists of length, breadth and height. I am naming it as A and A because all the sides are equal, which is equal to A cube. In other words, we can write it as A into height. Area into height. Understood? Area means length and breadth of the square and height. Understood, guys? So here are a few practice questions based on that. Fill in the blanks. The area of the square with sides 8 centimeters is. So how much? So first write down a square. Write down the sides 8 centimeters. So area is equal to A into A. Area of the square. So sides is 8 centimeters. I am substituting it here 8 centimeters into 8 centimeters, which is equal to 8 8s are 64 centimeter into centimeter, which is nothing but centimeter square. Please keep it in mind that you have to write the unit. This is very, very important. You shouldn't forget. Understood, guys? So this is the first sum I am doing. The next sum you have to do. I'll give you the side. A is equal to 7 centimeters. Please work it out and let me know the answer. Okay, the answer for this is 49 meters square. Guys, please keep it in mind. Without forgetting, write down the unit. 7 sevens are 49. Meter into meter is meter square. One more question is, find the square and cube of each number. In that, the first question is A is equal to 19. So, to find out the square of that number, you multiply 19 into 19. So, the answer is 361. To find out the cube of the same number, you got the answer as 361, right? Multiply it with 19 again. Okay. You get the answer as 6859. Understood, children? So the next one is B is equal to 21. The second one more number is 31. You work it out and tell me the answer in the comment section. Okay. So next, the third question is solve minus 17 square minus 11 cube. Here, I'll give you a note, children, that is multiplying the cube of an even number is always even, and the cube of an odd number is always an odd number. Understood? So, I repeat again, the cube of an even number is always an even number. Here is the example for that. Cube. This is the even number, children. So, the cube of the even number is always an even number. Understood? So, the cube of an odd number is always an odd number. That is 3 into 3, 9. 9 into 3 is equal to 27. This is the note. So, finally, this is the end of the chapter, and the last notes you have to keep it in mind, that is the cube of the negative number is always a negative number, that is minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 is equal to minus 8. Understood? The cube of an odd number is always an odd number. Understood? These are the points you should keep it in mind. This is the end of the chapter. Thank you.